This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 8. The mighty Lord, YAHAWASHI, sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Shalom, Akim, YAHAWAH. Before I get started, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashai, Bahasham, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone of rule well, who taught me this truth. Enough respect and salutations to the fellow Akim, the house of David, the hopefully elect. This your brother YAHAWASHI coming to you with another lesson. And this is August 12th, 2022. All right, I got this article, CBS News. This is the source. All right, polio detected in New York City, wastewater. So the Lord is sending these plagues. It may be of, a certain nation of people, certain forgers of lies, physicians of no value, as the scriptures say. All right, but ultimately this is the Lord that's doing this. Okay, let's read this. We're gonna play that little video. It says health officials say traces of the polio virus have been detected in New York City, several weeks after the nation's first confirmed case of polio in almost a decade was reported in a nearby county. All right, so let's play this. We're going to pull out a few precepts about plagues, and plagues come in many forms. Okay, they hit you from all areas, and when the Lord sends them, he has a issue, a controversy with the inhabitants of the land and how it's being ran. All right, this here is telling me that if it's found in wastewater, all right, it had to get there some way, somehow. See that? Something just don't develop. As it is, you go to the acronym CDC, Center for Disease Control. Why wouldn't it be the Center for Disease Eradication? Okay? You think on that. Think about it.
Polio virus has been detected in wastewater samples in New York City. The virus had already been found earlier this year in samples from Rockland and Orange counties, which are just outside of the city. At least one case of polio was confirmed in Rockland County last month. The New York State Department of Health says that the virus is likely circulating locally. Health officials warn there could be hundreds more cases that they don't know about, and they urge everyone to get vaccinated.
Ooh, let's play that one more time, real quick.
Polio virus has been detected in wastewater samples in New York City. The virus had already been found earlier this year in samples from Rockland and Orange counties, which are just outside of the city. At least one case of polio was confirmed in Rockland County last month. The New York State Department of Health says that the virus is likely circulating locally. Health officials warn there could be hundreds more cases that they don't know about, and they urge everyone to get vaccinated.
There it is. They urge everyone to get vaccinated. Okay? All right, to protect yourself. 2nd Esdras 16 and 8 again. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues. So he's giving you, all right, the source. He's letting you know who sent these plagues. It says, and who is he that can drive them away? Right? You're not going to be able to. All right? And the same reason he give you, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushua, gives you the source where it comes from. Of course, we know it's him, all right, through his father. Okay, he also gives you the reasons why he's doing this. This is 2nd Esdras 16 and 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, those are 4 wolves, man. Why? Verse 6. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Yeah, the sins have reached unto the heavens, and this is why and how the Lord is visiting this place. You see, when we measure the times, okay, you measure the times diligently, and when you see these things take place, as in 2nd Esdras 9, okay, then you should well know, okay, the uproars of the people, earthquakes, in diverse places. You should know that the Lord All right, is visiting the place which he's made, man. You see? Let's go to the book of Isaiah 47, start at 8. And it says, therefore, hear now this, that thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. All right, and this is this Babylon the Great boasting, this whore that sits on many waters, man. They think their house is going to continue forever. Okay, let's read verse 9. It says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and the great abundance of thine enchantments. These devils deal heavily on the left-hand side, which what breeds wickedness, right? They conjure up demons, all right? Demonic sayings, all right? The witchcraft, all right? The pharmacies, all right? Again, the physicians of no value, the forgers of lies, all right? They push legislations, all right? And policies through their the stroke of the pen, okay? This is what these people do, and the Lord is giving these reasons what he's going to do. That's rebutted in the book of Revelation chapter 18. Let's get that. Book of Revelation chapter 18, starting at verse 7. It says, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. Yeah, deliciously, carelessly. All right. It says, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. And this is how the modern day heathens, all right, the true heathens, the true wicked. This is how they think. Okay, again, they think their houses will continue forever. They think that investing and buying up the true precious resources of the earth, high-end assets, commodities, they think that's going to save them. Okay, they think that this modern day Rome, which is retro Rome, will be, rising from the ashes again, as in a phoenix. You see that? But no, the Lord has another thing coming for you, man. Let's continue on. It says, verse 8, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine. This is the same thing as rebutted in 2nd Esdras 16, 2nd Esdras 15. All right. Again, we'll focus on these plagues. All right. It says, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. And he's the true judge. What did they do in Job 9:24? They covered up the faces of the judges. All right. Which is a heavy spirit going out from the elders, apostles, and on throughout the ministry, all right, speaking on iconoclasm, which is simply whitewash, and a fancy word for whitewash. Okay, where these devils went around, Europe destroying the images and the likeness of our people, okay, so-called dark, negroid-looking people, man. Okay, because we are the true judges, man. All right, but getting back on topic, these plagues, all right, let's get these plagues. Hey, even pestilences, man. All right. Hey, the plagues of Egypt, that's spiritual. All right. Well, we just clicked on this word plagues, and we want to give a simple definition. All right. And it shows Egypt, the plagues of Egypt, and the Lord is bringing this thing back, man. Okay. And we know that ultimate plague, in which we got to, say this within the scriptures, when that plague that's going to be sent to make this place utterly burn with fire is those nuclear missiles, man. Those hypersonic, all right, nuclear, all right, warheads, man. So let's get back. Plague, a contagious bacterial disease, all right, characterized by fever and delirium, typically with the formation of dubos, all right, which is bubonic plague, okay, and sometimes infection of the lungs, all right, and we know, what they call it, long crown royal, once you extracted it, okay, All right, hey, just a simple flu. You know, the common cold, which these devils can't figure that out. You know. So let's go back. Read this again, verse 18. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. And again, the Lord gives you reasons. All right, these are reasons given. You know, we just read 7 how much she have glorified herself. You know how much she has lived carelessly in Isaiah 47. You know, you have to think about these things. You live deliciously. You set your feet up. All right, you had no regard for the poor. All right, the fatherless. You see, you put your hands on the Lord's apple of His eye, and you know what you expect. You know, the Most High is not mocked. That which He sows shall He also reap, man. All right, motherfucking polio, man. This is something they supposed to have eradicated. This is something they supposed to have, you know, done away with, man. And which each and every one of these things that the Lord is sending on this planet Earth, all right, it was recorded, you know, in the scriptures, man. You see what I'm saying? This is what took place in Europe, man. The hailstorms, all right, the boils, you know, the plagues of mosquitoes and locusts, all right, the cattle, you know, the fishes, you know, the seas and the waters turning red, rivers, you know what I'm saying? So forth and so on, man. Hey, and ultimately, this place is going to become gross dark, man. All right? Power outages, you know? So, hey, it's about to get much worse before it get better, man. The Lord is sending these plagues, man. Who you should feel, man. Okay? 2nd Ezra 15 and 12, it says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring up on it, man. All right? And this place is already on crutches. It's already on, has a lot of cast around the body. You know, the body parts of America, man, is breaking down. Hey, this whore is fitted for destruction. She's on a deathbed and the CTD circling the drain, man. All right? Again, Egypt shall mourn. And this is what you got. When the wicked beareth rule, what the people mourn, man. All right? And, hey, we're looking for a new, you know, landlord, if you will. We're looking for a new ruler. All right? Hey, everything is all out of course, man. Again, her hurtful works are fulfilled, man. And when things get to the pinnacle, all right, of its existence, hey, the Lord, you know, sets an expiration date. You know, before it even exists, before it's even erected, the Lord sets that expiration date for that kingdom, or for that, you know, rulership, man. Okay. So let's end this off with 2nd Ezra 16. All right. Let's start at 17. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? What days? The last days, the days that we're in right now. Who shall deliver me, man? Who will deliver me? As Edges, you know, is asking, you know, and it's a hastening about that. When you read it, woe is me. I got the exclamation, like, hey man, God, hey, come on, man, you know, call out YAHAWASHI shot. It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, verse 18, the beginning of famine and great death. We got death, we got famines, okay, we got plagues, we got pestilences, man. Hey, within all the same languages and the same breath of these scriptures, man, what makes you think these things have already taken place? No, we're living in these days now. All right, be aware. It says the beginning of wars. Don't forget about that. And the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, which when you go into that word evils, you know, Eve meaning time and ills meaning bad, it goes into bad times. It says, what shall I do when these evils shall come? What should you do when these bad times take place? When Jacob's trouble, all right, is on the horizon. Okay? What makes you... Hey, we know we at the beginning of seeing YAHAWASHI, man, when these plagues you know, when these prophecies, okay, when everything you see come to pass, when these things are fulfilled, we know that heaven is nigh, man. All right, verse 19, behold, famine, plague, tribulation, and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Hey, it's letting you know, hey, are you mindful of the things that are taking place? You know, did you repent when you seen, someone get put to death on a social media site? Okay, did you things are all out of course. All right, you got Jake out there killing his whole family and himself. You got the women out there that killing the kids, man. You got a perverse spirit out there. Hey, the Lord said he was going to mingle a perverse spirit, man, in Israel, man. And judgment must begin at the house of the Most High anyway. Okay? So are you being mindful of these things? These are sent for amendment for you, man. For you to realize, okay, damn, this is how I be saved. This is how I'll be preserved. You know, running into the that strong tower. You know, let's continue. It says, but, that's the caveat. For all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges, man. So you're not considering, you're not mindful of these, man, these things, okay? You people are going to be thinking that you got it made, you know. You make statements like, well, that's how the cookie crumbles. Let's just go ahead and vote again. Let's get back to being niggas and slaves. You know, and this is what you want. You had the same spirit in Egypt, man. This is what you wanted, man. You wanted captivity. You don't want freedom. You don't want rest. Hey, those that are troubled, rest with us, man. All right? The plagues are being sent, and they're sent oft. They're sent often. Lord will, this is edifying and comforting. On to the next one. Shalom.